Hey guys, my name is Cody Swanson. Today we're going to be talking about how to bench press. The purpose of bench press is to work out the upper body. It's mainly targeting toward pecs, arms, and shoulders. Generally this movement is a compound movement, so generally it's one of your heavy core lifts that you would do at the beginning of a workout. Generally it's used with a straight bar, but it can also be done with dumbbells. As always, you also want to stretch before any type of workout. The two main types of bench press is you have close grip and you have a wide grip bench press. Both of them are different things. Your wide grip allows you to get a shorter range, so you're not having to lift as far when you're lifting, so that usually allows powerlifters to get heavier weight, versus a narrow grip where you're having to go further, versus so you get a lot more weight when you're further out because you're not having to go as far. The caveat to that is not a lot of movement comes from pushing out weight. So like most of your sport athletes, or like say football, all your power is inside. When you have a lineman backing up, they're using punching inside motion, so you have a lot more movements for modern athletes coming from that inside press. You can also get when you go close grip, it also activates more traps of the brachia, the top portion of the pectoralis major, and you get less strain on your shoulders, which is generally better for athletes and all around. One caveat to benching close grip is you don't get as much weight also. So you can get more reps, you can do lighter weight, but you can't get as much reps. So if you're going to be maxing out or lifting a lot heavier, wide grip may be the way to go. Most people tend to stay in about a neutral position, which is about shoulder width apart, and your arms are straight up and down, elbows tucked in. Let's get to the movement. Generally when you first go, you want to plant your legs, have a wide base on the ground, butt planted on the ground. When you lay back, you want a slight arch in your back to keep your back off the bench. When you lay down, on a freestanding barbell, you want to set your eyes right below the bench bar. I have a slight arch in my back, keeping off the bench, and my butt is planted on the bench. I plant my legs, so if I was to push heavy weight, I can push with my legs. No matter how hard I push, my butt doesn't come off the bench. Whenever you find your grip, you can do a wide, close. This is more of a neutral grip, as in your body in kind of line with your body. Bar goes across the center of your hand. Wraps, always use your thumb to wrap over the bar and grip both sides. When you come up, come out over your chest, about nipple line, midline. When you come down, you keep your elbows in, come down. Your elbows are still tucked into your side, driving up and out. If you don't want to rock your wrist back, you can cause injury that way, and you don't have as much strength. You want to keep your wrist straight. You have to come this way. Wrist straight and your arms locked out at full extension. Coming down, back up. When closer grip, it forces your elbows in more, forcing you to use more of your trap muscles versus wider grip. You're still coming in, close, and back out. Wider grip, it's less trapped, but you're also, so your back is still arched. My hands are almost as wide as this bar will let me go. Coming down and back up. That's a lot shorter distance than something here. That's another few inches. A few inches can make a big difference when you have a lot of weight on it. three most common errors is, like we said earlier, about keeping your palms planted on the bar. A lot of people like to go further down, or they'll go too far up on their fingers, and that pulls your hand back, and then that's putting your wrist in an awkward position, which is going to cause injury. And you can't get max efficiency with your lift. The lowering the bar too high on your chest, not staying midline with your shoulders, keeping your shoulders in check and your elbows in. If you don't want to be benching on your belly or up on your neck. You want to stay about midline with your nipple line, right in this region. And another common error is a lot of people take their glutes off the bench. It's like if you're having to lift and you're pulling yourself off the bench, you lose a lot of leg drive and you can't push with your legs. Yes, you're doing more arms. Some people like to lift their legs in the air while they're doing bench, but you lose a lot more drive with that. And if you're actually lifting heavy, you're actually going to fail a lot of those lifts due to not having that leg drive that supports your body and keeping you stable when you're benching. Your three common cues would be chest out, back flat, and just staying in proper position, wrist straight, knuckles up, and having your elbows tucked in. Thanks.